Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara, and this the channel Rewriting the Reality. Did you know what is deja vu? In today episode number 42 we are going to explain this phenomenon, that in reality is not a phenomenon. Subscribe to this channel and enjoy the next 8 minutes with wonderful information that you are not familiar with. In episode 34, I explain 3 fundamental inner senses, one of them being differential time, that unveils the malleability of time. Remember that in the first episode, I explained that time is simultaneous, and as one proof of it I offered the deja vu. So, let immerse us in this concept of deja vu. Put it simply, because there are a few types of deja vu, they are bleed-throughs in time and between dimensions. Within each focus, or life, or a focus being designated as you, are held all the information and memory of all of the other focuses of your essence within this particular dimension. By this I mean all of your past, present and future lives. You also hold a memory of other you within other dimensions. But your attention is focused more upon this dimension at this moment, for this is where you are placing your attention, it is where you are living. Subjectively you hold all of the information and all of the experiences of all of your focuses, independently if they are past or future. At times this information bleeds through to your objective awareness. In this, you may be experiencing this feeling of deja vu as you allow a bleed-through of another focus of yours within your objective awareness. Therefore, it seems to you that you have been in a certain place or situation before. But in reality, this is the experience of another focus of your essence within this dimension. There are time periods within your linear time framework that, in your blinking in and out, what you create is a movement briefly, temporarily, out of your linear time framework. In that, you are stepping outside, momentarily, of the perception of linear time and allowing yourself the objective knowing and experience within your physical body of the simultaneity of time. Therefore, as you are creating, it has already been created, for there is no linear time framework. It is a perception. It is what you create. But within consciousness, it is not. Therefore, as you are creating an experience, it is already occurring, and you may offer yourself at times this knowledge objectively and this awareness objectively, viewing what you are creating as you are creating it, while you are creating it, and knowing that it is already created, which in itself creates your feeling of deja vu. I have stated previously, probabilities are choices. For your benefit, we shall incorporate the example of color, which I have mentioned this concept in episode 10, when I explained the orientation. Probabilities are all the elements, actions, events, hues, shadings, colors between blue and royal blue, to which there are numberless. Also, blue and royal blue are probabilities within themselves. Everything is a probability. Probabilities are very flexible. They are also in motion continuously. They are never static. Therefore, they cross time and dimension elements. They also intersect and merge through time elements. You may choose a probability within your past, and you may affect and change this probability within your future, causing a different probability within your present. Our scientists view tiny particles, figuratively speaking, for in actuality, physically they do not view anything, but within their limited understanding, they view trails or images of particles. In this, they may accelerate these particles and allow for the action of explosion, so to speak, to which they may view ghost images or trails of these particles seeming to fly apart in hundreds of directions, this seeming to create hundreds of particles from one. But then, within their view of these trails or ghost images, the original one reappears. The hundreds have not disappeared, and continue to exist, but the one exists once more. How may this be possible? This being a physical example of the same action of probabilities. By choosing one probability,
you set into motion many other actions and events which, in themselves, are all probabilities, therefore giving birth from one choice to many probabilities. Viewing the one choice has been made, therefore exists no longer. It has been the foundation, and you have moved forward, leaving behind the original choice, creating new choices and events as a result of the original choice. Then, within what you view to be future, another event may occur to which you express, "Was I not accomplishing this same event previously?" And you may scratch your head in wonderment, for the event has reappeared. You do this continuously. You only do not notice, for your attention follows one direction which you label as logic. You offer yourselves continuous information, which you reject and pay little or no attention to. Even when you are viewing elements of probabilities being actualized by you, until this present now, you discard this information. Having no explanation, you attribute these elements to coincidence. Then, you allow yourselves to conveniently disregard this information. You may choose to be incorporating a new living space. You may involve yourself within the action of investigating a new home, evaluating all of the important aspects of this movement, incorporating much time and evaluation, seriously considering your action. You may find a new home, and you may feel a strange affection for this new space arrangement. This seems to make no sense objectively, logically. Therefore, you accept, partially, this expression, and continue with little thought. The reason you feel this feeling for this space is that it is already within your area of probabilities. You have already been there, but you have not. As I have stated, all things exist and do not exist simultaneously, because you create them within the moment, but they also exist already. In like manner, you, within your focus, within areas of your focus unrecognized by your official real consciousness, have experienced and projected within many other probabilities. You only do not recognize this action, for you hold one official, directed attention. Therefore, you incorporate feelings, at certain times, of affection, or recognition, or closeness, or desire, or déjà vu, or many other expressions that you cannot logically explain to yourselves. These are equal areas of consciousness existing and acting during these physical focuses. But the intent, the desire, the motivation may be different. Time is a creation of our perception, although as with all symbols, it is a thing in itself also. You think of elements as things composed of things. Some things are not composed of tangible things. Time is one of these. It is a dimension within itself. It also creates dimensions. The energy within consciousness that has been designated to create the element of time has become its own thing in itself. Time factors are relative to physical focuses, as we have expressed previously. You experience bleed-throughs within your own reality of other focuses. You may experience déjà vu. I hope I have offered you more understanding now of this experience of déjà vu. You hold your attention singularly, but although you project a focus into one singular time framework, you innately know your own multidimensionality. Therefore, you are receptive to recognizing bleed-throughs of unofficial information. You do not always hold an explanation for this information, for you have forgotten intentionally. Therefore, you create new explanations, such as a feeling of déjà vu. I may not express to you enough how very infinite and multidimensional you are. You are not singularly only this, not even within this. Therefore, you are presently offering yourself the movement, in intersection with other aspects. All of your aspects of self, of essence, are familiar to you. This creates, within your objective understanding, a feeling of déjà vu, a recognition. As you widen your awareness, you also make this available to yourselves. You move into directions of exploration objectively.
Many elements of your other focuses are and shall be increasingly bleeding through into this reality, this particular focus. This is a natural byproduct of this shift in consciousness. It may be quite beneficial to your understanding if you are allowing yourselves to be connected with other focuses of essence that you hold within this dimension. Outside of this dimension, so to speak, there is no expression of linear time in the fashion that we create it. Within consciousness, all time, in a manner of speaking, is simultaneous. Therefore, even within the objective reality of this dimension, you do allow yourself moments of experiencing simultaneous time. Therefore, you term this to be your déjà vu. I hope this information will satisfy your curiosity. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.